Hello guys, Jaguar here. Today I'm bringing you a Titanfall video. Today we're going to be going over the R101 C Carbine Stats. This is kind of like an assault rifle from Call of Duty. So let's get into it. It does 40 damage to 50 damage. The closest it does 40 damage, and at the furthest it does 50 damage. Well, what does that mean? That means that you are going to have a 4 to 6 shot kill. That is going to equal pretty good playing time, especially when you include the rounds per minute, which is 810 rounds per minute, which, well, that's the fire rate. So, now we know the basic damage, we know the rounds per minute. Well, how many rounds can we put down range? We can put 30 rounds down because there's a 30 round magazine. And the max ammo capacity is 10 times that, as it is with all weapons, 10 times, at 300 rounds. Okay, now let's get into the damage of Titans. When you're rodeoing a Titan, you deal 100 damage per round to the Titan. Because, as we all know, Titans have a very large amount of health. But when you're not on a Titan, the minimum and the maximum damage you can deal against Titans is 25, which is really, really, really low. So, now let's get into reloading, because right now we've probably burnt up our 30 rounds in our magazine. It's a 2.92 second reload time if the gun is fully empty. So if you are down to 0 rounds, just hold that trigger until it empties and you just automatically reload. But it's only 2.2 seconds reloading time if there's 1 or more rounds still in the gun. This is one of the slower reload times in the game, so when you go to reload, be a little bit careful about where you are reloading, unless you do feel confident in your parkour skills to evade any incoming bullets. Now let's get into the damage drop-off. The damage drop-off when you start dropping below 50 damage is, well, what? 32.39 meters. So that's a fair distance apart. It's much, much bigger than you're going to get average in Call of Duty, but for Titanfall, that is still a fair ways out. In Titanfall, the average drop-off starts around 25 meters. So that just gives you an idea about how much further it's then past. And it'll start dealing its minimum damage at 43.82 meters, which, as we've already established, minimum damage is 40. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Let me know what gun you would like me to do next. Bring you the stats on. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.